Jesus, dude. Okay. Is this the average male fantasy? We love Shoe over here. This is gonna be awesome, I bet. I know exactly, just from the thumbnail itself, I know exactly what this is about. Okay, 3, 2, 1, boom.
Men. What do they want? Money?
Sex.
Status? Fast, expensive cars? What is the ultimate male fantasy? Is it fame? Fortune?
Women.
3 hot chicks at once?
Oh, yeah. And they have to wear anime dresses.
Hell yeah,
And
brother.
bunny
No,
ears.
according to men on the internet, it's something a little more simple.
Ah! Wow! How wholesome! Yay!
This is literally just a fetish. I fucking hate men so much.
Oh my God,
Men are why we can't
same.
have nice things.
Yep, every time.
As I was working on an upcoming video, I made the terrible mistake of logging onto Twitter,
Base.
where I saw this post. A montage from the anime Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish, a movie about a college student who's assigned to take care of a paraplegic girl, and spoiler,
Aww.
eventually they fall in love. Many men were yearn posting in the replies of this tweet and talking about how they wish to fall in love and would love a relationship like this.
Absolutely disgusting behavior. How dare you have dreams and fantasies? Women are allowed to goon post and post about wanting to frick men, but no, this is just disgusting. Abhorrent even.
While many others, mostly women, were absolutely fucking disgusted at this. Why would a bunch of men be fantasizing about being with a woman in a wheelchair? Seems pretty creepy and predatory, right? Also just unrealistic and problematic. Well, in this video, we are going to be talking about why so many men resonated to that clip and this movie, and why so many people are so confused as to why. We are also going to be reading some absolutely unhinged tweets, as usual, to get to the bottom of why such a wholesome post turned into, once again, another battlefront for the ongoing, never-ending gender war. Men versus women, women versus men, the male loneliness epidemic, the female loneliness epidemic, the dealing with dating apps. Do men prefer thin women or curvy women? Brunettes or blondes? Do women like dad bods or fit men? Do they like
Women say dad bods, but then they expect the dad bod to still have a six-pack. I hate that so much.
beards or clean shaven? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Henson Shaving.
Nice!
You ever just accept that some products are just garbage? Like, for years I thought ripping your
Yes,
tights on the
queen.
first wear was just a part of being a human woman. We just accepted that. That's just how it is, sweetie.
True.
But that shouldn't be how it is. It's a bad design. And that's why I like Henson Shaving. Because if you've ever
Shave
used a
your balls,
multi-blade
Jen.
razor, you're probably sick of the irritation, the razor burn, the overpriced blades, and you probably
yeah.
think, that's just the way it is. But it doesn't have to be how it is. Thanks to Henson Shaving. Henson Shaving is on a mission to improve shaving, with no gimmicky subscriptions or moisturizing strips, but with real innovation and a focus on your skin's health. What really sets Henson apart is their engineering, with their Henson AL13 safety razor being manufactured in an aerospace machine shop that built parts for the International Space Station.
What? It's an
This
Elon
precision
razor?
allows the blade to extend just 1/1000th of an inch beyond the shave plane, less than the thickness of a
Just wax. Waxing is not fun, and you know it.
human hair.
It is
the
not
razor
fun.
prevents any bouncing or skipping, resulting in an
How about I tell you to go get an epilator or whatever it's called? That shit actually blows.
irritation-free shave every
Yeah.
time. And here's the best part. Once you invest in a Henson razor, it's a lifetime purchase. The only thing you'll need to replace are the blades, which literally cost only 10 cents each. So once you own the
That's
razor,
sick.
you'll be spending like $3 to $5 on blades, compared to the ongoing cost of buying expensive plastic cartridges.
I hate that so much. When you have like a razor and then you have to buy a new set of physics it is, it's like $30-$40. It's insane.
Henson's store offers a variety of colors and even a titanium version, so you can pick the razor that best fits your style. So if you're tired of razor burn and overpaying for blades, now is the perfect time to make the switch. Just head over to hensonshaving.com/shoe and add both a Henson razor and the 100 blades to your car, and then enter code SHOE at checkout to get the 100 blades for free with your purchase.
Wow.
Your skin, your wallet, and your environment will thank you. Big thanks to Henson Razor for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. You didn't skip the ad, right?
Never!
Now let's get back to the video.
Never.
Now, I am not an anime connoisseur. In fact,
I will change that, milady.
I basically know nothing about anime. I am probably the most tourist of all the tourists. Yeah, hi. I have a question. Was the upskirt shot necessary in
Yes.
order to advance the plot?
Yes. The plot being my pants. They're getting tighter.
I watched Pokemon and Sailor Moon when I was a kid, and
I don't know, that made me laugh. I don't know, like, tourist normie anime, I think it's wholesome. I really, truly do. I don't think it's bad to only have an experience of anime as a child. I genuinely think that's super wholesome. Yeah.
And a few years ago, I watched Beastars on Netflix.
Chat, she's a furry, it's over.
Goshi, best boy. Not a furry, by the way.
Don't believe her.
And honestly, that's about it for my anime consumption. Unless you're counting VTubers. If you're counting VTubers, I watch a lot of anime. But because of this clip going viral, I watched Josie the Tiger and the Fish, and, well, I thought it was a good movie. I recommend watching it. I thought it was a really cute, good story.
Yeah.
I only cried a little bit. And I completely understood what the tweet meant by calling it the average male fantasy.
Yeah.
So, what was wrong with it?
You know what's sad? I just have to interject, is that there's not a lot of good animations from the West that do the same thing. Not even Hollywood, really. Like, nowadays, I can't remember the last time I cried from a Western movie. Or, like, even a show, to be completely honest. Maybe, like, once or twice the last 5 years.
Why did this clip go so viral in such a negative way? Why were thousands of people angry at this post? Well, let us dilly-dally no longer and read some of these angry replies to get a better understanding of what the issue is, shall we? Wholesome male fantasy, and it's fetishizing a disabled girl for him to control. Oh no. They think, oh god.
Yeah!
Why? Always vulnerable, always happy, always needs you. Pretty perverted.
Woman, helpless, needs assistance. Man is happy to help. Take time to help woman. That's bad. Woman is helpless, nobody helps. Man available, but also cannot help because woman does not want help. How do men win? She's not even helpless? Well, I mean, yeah, she's in a wheelchair, she can get around, but, like, you know, she can't run away. Well, that was the biggest argument here, but I digress.
Where are these fan fictions coming from? There were like hundreds of tweets just like this. Why did they see a cute montage of a happy couple, a man and a woman happy, together? I know, unheard of. Why did they see that and then immediately come to these conclusions? Like,
mental illness. Very deep, sad mental illness. Like, I've had bad things happen to me when I was, like, in high school or middle school because of boys, but, like, I don't hate men as a result. I feel like that's what a lot of things happen to, like, young girls, or they have bad experiences online with like, fucking men or something, and then they just like take it to such an extreme and think that everybody's like that. It's the same opposite as, like, oh, you had a bad experience with a woman, now I'm an incel permanently. It's like, it's not, every woman isn't like that, though. And that's what the gender war is getting fed into.
Like, as someone who actually watched the movie, Josie is not always happy. And she's absolutely not portrayed as some, like, vulnerable, ooh-woo, true sex doll waifu. She's boisterous, she kind of has a foul mouth, she's very sassy and headstrong. She like straight up calls him her servant.
Based.
She was also very depressed. She basically never left her house. She was basically a girl failure.
Me.
As a former girl failure, I love to see representation in media.
Yeah!
But they actually show her disability, like, not in a good way. Like, they don't romanticize it, they don't sugarcoat it. And I noticed, unlike a lot of movies, unlike a lot of romance movies, at least like the Hallmark kind, where it's like the stuffy male lead learning to live life from the quirky, cute female lead. He's already got his shit together, and she learns to live life from him. He encourages her to live her dreams, and in return, he learns to live life in a completely different way. And I thought that was really cool and sweet. Also, the animation was really good. Is anime good?
Man, I have so many movies I need to recommend to her if I ever get the chance. Oh my god. I bet you she would like Redline and that other really famous fucking movie. Shoe0nHead. Yeah, no, Chad, don't go into like the deep stuff. You have to surface level normie think. No, not High School DxD. No, not Demon Slayer. You gotta ease her in at first, chat.
Have I been sleeping on anime this entire time?
Yes!
His fantasy is that she becomes permanently
God, it's the only reason I haven't blown myself up, man!
disabled and helplessly dependent on him, but can still make him a sandwich. Sounds about right. Oh my god, after watching the movie, these tweets are even more insane. But even putting the movie aside, just seeing that like cute montage out of context, where the fuck are they getting this? These are very clearly just two happy people. But because the caption was the average male fantasy, their mind immediately goes to the darkest, worst faith interpretation of this. The problem is these people can't see any humanity in men. They can't see any humanity in humanity in general. Average.
Yeah, there's a mental illness crisis going on in the world, and I think if we turned off Twitter and probably a couple other social media sites forever, I think that this probably very likely would resolve itself. Also, ban SSRIs and stuff. Except for, like, I don't know, probably, like, if you need an asylum or something. That's probably where I would have people taken and stuff. I can't handle it anymore. There's so many people who are like, you know what these people do? This is another thing. They romanticize and or say that men are fetishizing women in anime and in popular culture. But then there's same people who like romanticize people cutting themselves and hurting themselves and like taking medication. It's so cringe.
Male fantasy equals girlfriend with no agency who's completely physically dependent on you and forced into blanket subservience and compliance. Sounds about right. You males are weird for fetishizing physically disabled women. Average male fantasy is having a physically disabled girl that they can abuse however they want. Got it. No.
What the fuck? Who? They didn't watch the movie. They never watch anything. They never
do. That guy.
do.
I'm gonna be that guy. The infantilization of the physically disabled here is a little, dare I say, ableist. The implication here that people in wheelchairs cannot find love, and if they do, the person who loves them literally just loves them because they can't run away.
It's the same mindset we just talked about with the whole, if you're a liberal man, you're pretending to, like, get in their pants and you actually don't support feminists. It's the same mental gymnastics as this. If you're with a woman that's disabled, you must want to be with her because she can't run away from you. And you want to get in her pants, so you're pretending to like her even though you hate disabled people or something. It's the same exact mentality.
Weird. Average men can't even be nice to their healthy and normal girlfriend. What makes you think they'll be able to handle disabled person as their lover? Whoa. Normal? What do you mean by normal? These people are just so ableist, chat. Can you believe it? Chat?
Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is this? Mas, can you do something? Sorry. There's a bunch of spammers. Yeah, thank you. It was a raid? Was it? Guys, oh my god. Boki, I'm sorry, no, don't spam, please. I see that it's a raid, but don't fucking do that. But I don't regret anything from you? No, you're getting banned too. They're begging for subs. Sorry, I'll just ignore it, I guess. Hopefully it stopped. Yeah, please don't do that. Thank you very much. Alright, sorry, I need to go back a bit.
Oh, normal? What do you mean by normal? These people are just so ableist, chat. Can you believe it? Chat?
She's learning how to be a streamer!
Chat? I don't even live stream. Who's chat? I'm disabled, blind, so I showed this to my boyfriend.
Wait! Has she been watching too many streamers? She has, but she must be watching streamers! Chat? This is so funny, dude. I actually do have the rot, too.
He says, I love you because you're you, and you make my days happier. So what if I have to drive you places or help you with cooking and cleaning? I would have done that anyway. Disability has nothing to do with it. I love you. Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but, your boyfriend is a rapist. Sorry.
Chat, if you want to marry a woman and put a ring on her, you're a rapist. Plain and simple.
Sorry you had to find out this way. You show this as fantasy because it's not true for the majority of men who participate in abuse of disabled people. No, the fantasy is the woman appreciates his efforts to make her happy. Stop lying and abusing women and the disabled.
Oh my god, Karens on Twitter need to fucking... Oh my god, get off the internet, you freak!
Your meds, schizo.
Oh god, I love that meme with the penguin.
I don't even know that f***ing guy. What do you mean stop abusing women and the disabled? Bitch, who are you? Also, the majority of men participate in abuse of disabled people. Are you okay? The majority of men are not abusers. That is a very, very small minority of men. The majority of men are men that just wake up, take a shit, get out of bed, take a shower, go to work, come home, and wait for GTA 6 to come out.
And it's never gonna come out. No, absolutely agree. It's so cringe, man. Why are you so unhappy? This is what I mean, is that if you are extremely unhappy and you have, extreme emotions floating around in your head, this is the result. You will go on Twitter and argue literal shadows. You're shadow boxing with nothing. Nothing's in front of you. You're fighting nothing. No one cares. And you're doing it and your mental health is degrading as you're doing it. I get home to jerk after work. Yeah, you don't go on Twitter and type really nasty replies and and you broad stroke men and say that all men are disgusting human beings for wanting to be happy.
That is the majority of men. Men commit 95% of all rape, but okay.
That's just that's literally not true. That's literally not true. What? Men 95%. Chat, we gotta pump those numbers up. We gotta get it up to 99. Chat, that's not real! It's not 95%! Women do it too!
Barging into the romance section of Barnes & Noble like, attention everyone! Rape! Where is that coming from? So close, this is fetish content.
What?
Ah yes, the dirtiest, most taboo of all fetishes.
Love.
A happy relationship.
Disgusting.
Honestly, in 2025, that might be true. Oh, you want a wife and kids? You sick fuck. But this is...
I mean, we joke, but it's unironically true. Catering to men and saying that men deserve love means that you're a pick-me. I've been getting it for probably over 2 years now. Yeah. And I bet a lot of other people have been going through it too. That you're a pick-me and that you actually don't care, and that's just you grifting and you don't actually care about men. Because it's easy. Like, what the fuck? You just can't win with these people.
Is literally just a perverted fantasy, LMAO. You think it's a perverted fantasy because, how do I put this nicely? You are a pervert.
True.
Literally seeing a cute montage of a male and female character having fun together, being in love together, and being like, rape! He's a rapist! This is a fetish! Are these people okay? Stop watching porn. Wait, this
True. Porn epidemic doesn't contribute to the mental illness either.
is a woman. Okay, stop reading Taken by the Werewolf Billionaire.
I need to introduce, if I ever get the chance, I need to introduce Shoe to Fujoshis and Love in Deep Space. I need to explain how deep the rabbit hole goes in this regard. She doesn't know that this does not even scratch the surface of how bad it can get. I've seen book talks, like TikToks with women who love books, talk about books where they get raped by their uncle. Yeah. Award-winning book in Barnes & Noble, sold to white women everywhere. What? No, I'm serious. Look it up. It's like an actual thing. Yeah. And apparently women love that. Me personally, I'd rather just have a period tracker with Love in Deep Space, but, you know, you do you, man.
Or whatever the fuck you read. I
Yeah.
swear to God, some of the shit women read would make the most depraved internet gooner blush. Or so I've been told. This is literally just a fetish. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna pretend there's-
I'm getting a lot of eye contact.
there's nobody out there who's like, she can't run away, she has no legs. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend there's nobody out there who has a crippled, disabled fetish, okay? I've been on the internet for 20 years. I've been on DeviantArt. I've seen shit you wouldn't believe. But
I
the
believe
majority of people, probably
DeviantArt too.
most, if not all the people responding to this, do not have a cripple fetish, okay? In fact, her being-
Some people do. I've seen some really weird stuff on the internet, but I feel like the mass majority do not. Yeah, my condolences. Yeah, DeviantArt was not a great time.
in a wheelchair basically has nothing to do with it. Much like how females coom over, like, vampires or, like I said before, the billionaire werewolf fantasy.
Impregnated.
This is just the average male fantasy distilled down to its most extreme.
If anything, it's worse because with women, they want to get these book talks, like they talk about, like, you know, getting seduced and at worst, like, actually assaulted, and then they're like, oh yeah, I actually wanted this, I'm changing, I want to get impregnated. If you actually read the books, it is so weird and fucked up. Like, it's a weird double standard. I genuinely think it is.
So what is the average male fantasy? The average male fantasy is the fantasy of both men and women alike. It is simply to love and to be loved. But more specifically, the male fantasy is to be a protector and a provider for those that they love. Put a pin in this because we are going to come back to this in a big way, trust me. The average male fantasy is being a globally known terrorist.
I mean, you know, Hassan kind of, you know, it's a cloud chasing on Twitch and stuff. I mean, yeah, it's kind of true, you know.
The average male fantasy is that a woman who isn't fat. The average male fantasy is actually job security.
Chad, I'm
You know what?
joking.
These guys may have a point here. Pedophile alert.
An 18-year-old woman in a wheelchair is pedo alert? Excuse me, I just got whiplash. We went from terrorists to pedos.
Men want disabled child watch.
She's 24? 24 is a child now, remember that, chat. Any of you 24-year-olds in here, you're a child.
Average male fantasy is a disabled child. More proof that men are pedos. That's a little girl. This is weird.
Oh my god, anime equals little girl. I hate that argument. I hate that the height of consent. The able-bodiedness of consent. Are you implying that people who don't have abled bodies are children? That's kind of ableist, don't you think?
So, first of all, she's literally older than the guy.
Yeah!
The guy is 22 and she is 24.
There we go.
In anime years, he is practically hag-maxing. And yes, she may be physically disabled, but aren't all men mentally disabled in their own special way?
Yes. They're watching VTubers. And that's okay. You're my mentally disabled, chat.
At least the ones in my audience. They will freely admit this.
Me too!
Maybe she, the older woman, is taking advantage of this sensitive young man. Have you ever thought of that? She looks like an 11-year-old child. Where are her breasts?
Woman doesn't have big honkers, it means that she's a child. We heard it here first, chat. Any flat-chested women in chat are children. I just... Oh my god, I want to strangle someone. I am getting violent.
First of all, really weird way to say that. She looks like a child. Show me her titties. Also, I love how, like, when anime women have huge boobs, it's disgusting, Kumar brain or whatever. But if the anime woman has small boobs, she is a child and you're a chimo. Can't fucking win.
Yep.
Also, if she had big boobs, they'd absolutely be like, wow, look at this sexualization of the disabled. Also,
thank you. Oh my god, I get it from my model all the time. They're like, Alana, you have a very pretty model, and like you show your boobies and your curves off, and I'm like, yeah, cause I'm a woman. Like, am I not allowed? But then if I had a flat-chested model, I'd probably get the same shit as other VTubers do that are flat-chested. They would call me a child. Or that I'm pretending about my age. Or something like that.
you know, like, adult women can be flat-chested, right? Like, that actually exists in real life.
No.
Like, adult human women can have small boobs. We love all titties here on the Shoe0nHead channel. All titties is good titties.
True.
End of story.
Base.
Women fantasy. A boyfriend with depth and the loving, soft, deeply caring side of them.
That's cringe. I want a man to chop wood in front of me and sweat. And then fucking chop wood and look at me. And spit on me. Wait, what were we talking about? Yeah, no, I don't want this cringe shit. What? What? Doesn't every woman want that?
Men's fantasy. 12-year-old anime girl who looks and speaks like a toddler. Also notice how she's literally the shape and size of a child. Yuck. Have you
seen a child and an adult woman, like, stand side by side? Like, what is wrong with you? Why are all these people thinking about children in such a way? Maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're the ped.
People ever seen a child? No, you're all childless. Silly me. She's not even that short. She's just sitting. See, like when they're laying side by side, she's like a full-grown adult woman. Why do these people look at this and immediately think of child rape? Go to therapy. And listen, I know with anime can get a little weird, right? Like, excuse me, Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan is 2,000 years old, and this is Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan. But this does not even look like a child. This looks like a cute woman. This is like a random rant, but...
No, it's because people see anime style and they automatically think child. I feel like that's like an innate, normie response.
I feel like there are no more cute women nowadays. You know what I mean?
That too.
You have all like the Insta baddies, the e-thots, the e-girls, the muscle mommies, the boss babes, the boy babes. Ooh. But I feel like every woman is just hot now. Which, by the way, I don't think is healthy for the male psyche whatsoever. You shouldn't wake
It's the porn brain wrong. That's as simple as that.
Up and be able to scroll through pictures of like the hottest woman you've ever seen in your life like 20 times before you've had like your morning cup of coffee.
And AI! Don't forget AI!
You shouldn't log in and immediately be one-shotted by 1010s all day. As if that wouldn't make you go insane. As if that wouldn't make you crash out. Like back in the day, you'd probably see like one fine dame on your bus ride to work, and you'd think about her for 40 years until the day you die. That's how it used to be. That's how it should be. Yep. Now every woman is like a crazy, hot, unobtainable Instagram goddess with the fattest of ass. Zoomers don't know how good we had it. You'd go to Blockbuster and the 21-year-old cashier behind the counter would be the most adorable woman you've ever seen.
And now she's on OnlyFans or Fansly. Because Blockbuster doesn't give her enough money, so she just does OnlyFans. Many such cases. The bald man did foresee this many eons ago, when World of Warcraft was in its infancy, and there were hot women playing video games. Now the hot women are barely playing video games because they would rather take pictures of their booty. Or their booba. It's very true.
Botox, no lip filler, just a pure soul, full of joy and whimsy. And now women are full of hate and SSRIs. But they're hot.
Thank you.
They're hotter than they've ever been. They're hotter and more depressed than they've ever been in history. Sad. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, anime. Oh. I didn't take my Vyvanse today, could you tell? Men's.
God damn, maybe I should take some. Bro! Is this a... maybe I should try some.
Fantasy. A big titty woman with the face of a 16-year-old that is useful for cooking, cleaning, and sex. Women's fantasy. Gets treated like a queen and a man who keeps tracks of our periods so he can take care of us.
This is a Fujoshi. This is literally what I was talking about it. She's a Fujoshi, this person! Oh my god.
I think I speak for a lot of women here when I say our fantasies do not, in fact, include men tracking our periods.
Yeah,
personally, if my husband was like, honey, just a reminder, you're in your luteal phase, I'm taking the kids.
To be fair, the luteal phase... Wait, which one is that? Is it the good one or the bad one? Hold on, let me look it up. Luteal phase? Is it the bad one? Ah, yes, the luteal phase is the bad one where you get cranky, chat.
Men like to pretend they want this, and then they beat their wife when dinner isn't ready, or their son when he's misbehaving. First of all, I'm sorry that happened to you. But there are in fact good men out there. I've seen them. Some may be in this very audience. Sorry.
Man, she's fucking mean.
Keep a straight face. This is the Shoe0nHead audience. You're all gremlins. Male fantasy equals a woman that can't run away from him. A woman that's dependent on him. Interesting. When men are involved, it's basic survival instinct to assume the worst. Men are guilty until they prove themselves innocent. You know what?
If you applied this logic and said all women are whores until proven not whores, you would have the most insane, like, you would get death threats. People would try and dox you. You'd probably get sent a skull in the mail. Like, fucking, what is going on? How is it okay to say that but not this?
Take my opinions back on free speech. I changed my mind. No more free speech.
Based.
No more free speech until you bitches learn to behave.
True.
A woman's fantasy is a man who won't rape her, and a man's fantasy is raping a woman.
It's literally the fucking opposite. You can go on... You can find published books of women getting... Oh my god, I don't want to say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I'm sorry, where is the rape, ma'am? Maybe that's
everywhere,
how you see it, because you're brainwashed to hate men. So true. I hate how... But in reality, women are the real demons here. Oh, god damn it. We just want a happy relationship. Is it so much to ask for? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh look, more misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner men. This is why 70% of anime is garbage.
Why is it so specific? Why is 70%? Also, it's not all gooner slop. I'll admit there's a lot of gooner slop, but not 70%.
So, here's the thing. That, misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner men was actually written by Saiko Tanabe. A woman. A woman wrote this story. And I feel like a very important detail everyone is sleeping on when they covered this was the fact that this is very much the female fantasy as well. A man loving you for who you are despite your flaws, literally sweeping you off your feet and carrying you around on adventures, helping you live out your dreams, face your fears, and supporting you through the good and bad times. You're going to sit here and tell me that's not the female fantasy too?
No, it's not anymore. It's so fucked up. It's not! They want to all be fucking lonely and beat off to friggin' deep love and space fantasy and goon to book talk. That's all they want.
Is this not the basic female fantasy? Is this not the knight in shining armor coming to rescue you and falling in love with you? Why on earth are so many women so mad at this? Are men now the hopeless romantics? Are men
always have been? Always have been, bro.
Now the ones yearning for a fairy tale romance? Is this why all the Disney remakes are like, she's not gonna be saved by the prince, she's a strong, independent woman? Meanwhile, men still want to be the prince, men still want to be the knight in shining armor. Men are like, I will save you from your monotonous 9-to-5 job.
No, I don't want that. No, I want to be a wagey. I want to be a slave to the corporal. I want to sit in my cagey and consume Starbucks and hate everyone and be on my period at work and get angry. Ugh.
We'll give you a house and babies. And women are like, no, I must be an actuarial consultant. Be gone, vile misogynist. Is that what is occurring here?
Also, yes, absolutely.
So that aside, there literally is a gender-swapped version of this story.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
It's called Perfect World. It is a manga. Manga? Mango?
Manga. Manga? It doesn't matter. Tomato, tomato.
Oh, no. Do not come for me, weebs. Men will statistically leave their wives and partners the moment they find out they're disabled or have a life-threatening condition. You're right. It is a fantasy.
Please tell me she brings up the woman that had her husband die of cancer. Please bring that up. Please, I beg of you. She must have looked up examples. That's like the top one.
Actually, that study was debunked by the authors themselves, who admitted they did the math wrong. It's actually not much higher, but then again, even if it was, and it happens, I've seen it happen to people, it's terrible. Marriage should be through sickness and through health, but that's not really the point here. And the fact that so many people are focusing on the wheelchair part of this just proves that they just don't get it. The ones of pure mind and pure soul get it, but these f***ing semen demons out here... They don't get it. But not all semen demons. The amount of people in comments who just don't get that men want a cute, loving girlfriend is beyond me. They call them creeps for wanting actual love and not a girl boss who only wants your money. Ah, thank you, a sane person. Hopefully the replies aren't full of people calling her a pick-me. Pick-me alert.
Fucking, there it is. There it is. If you like men, you're a pick-me. If you think men and women should be happy together and progress the future, you're a pick-me. Chat, I swear to God, this has been happening for so long.
Least obvious pick-me. Me, pick me please. Hope he picks you, sis. Pick me. And
it's all other women, too. Chat, it's all other women. Like 99% of the time.
Incel could have written this. Fuck. Why are so many VTubers either pick-me's or racist?
Name one!
You mean why do so many female VTubers disagree with you? Why so many aren't towing the mainstream liberal feminist NPC line? Because they can. See, the most powerful weapon women have against other women is social ostracization. You don't want to be seen as a pick-me or a racist, so you keep your mouth shut in order to survive in female social circles. But in the cases of VTubers, virtual YouTubers, they're basically anonymous. They can say anything they want. They're basically wearing a mask. They're free from the chains of the eternal HR longhouse. But apparently even being anonymous online does not save them, because they still get doxxed for simply not hating men. Lovely. Maybe I should save this rant for a different video someday. Moving on. Men are why we can't have nice things, by the way.
Chet, can I just say, I'm so thankful VTubing's a thing. I do not envy Shoe in the slightest, and I've been watching her on and off for probably 10 years. I remember watching her 2016, I think it was. Yeah, something like that. 17 maybe. Yeah. And yes, Kitsu did get fucking doxxed apparently, dude. I saw that. That was so fucked up, man. All over a tweet, by the way.
First of all, men make all the things. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, queen. Wow.
Also, I just realized it was a man saying that. It was a whole-ass man saying men are why we can't have nice things. I don't deserve this trophy. This is for you, sir. This is for you. I'm not worthy. Listen, I make women jokes. I'm very critical of feminism and propaganda aimed at women. But you will never catch me in a million years saying some shit like women are why we can't have nice things. I have a mom. I have female family members. I have female friends. Maybe one day I'll have a daughter. Women make the world a beautiful place, and
it's the Karens that ruin it for everyone, chat. Don't get it twisted.
Like men, can be flawed and deserve criticism, like anyone else. But there's something genuinely so cucked about people who put down their own gender or race. Oh god, race. Self-hating white people.
Karens. Again, it's just the fucking Karens.
Don't get me started on self-hating white people. White people are so evil. I hate being white.
I'm not like them at all, chat. Oh my god. I'm not like them, you guys. Trust me.
White people can't dance. White people food is so gross. You're not getting into Wakanda, bro. You're not getting invited to the cookout. Enough. But yeah, women were not the only ones.
If anything, chat, if you're a minority, when you hear that type of shit, does that make you want to invite them over? As opposed to them just being chill? Like, be honest. Are you like, bro, like, did you hear this and you're like, I don't think I want to engage with this. Yeah, they're pick-me's too. It's not even pick-me, this is mental illness!
Who had a problem with this. There were a lot of men who didn't quite relate to this being the average male fantasy. It's fine to love the disabled. I didn't need to remind you that. But to glorify it? This anime is certainly Marxist propaganda.
Oh my god. Karl Marx is fucking rolling in his fucking grave right now. What are you talking about? Marxist propaganda. A disabled person.
The movie is about him taking a job as her caretaker, and when he learns of her dreams, he makes it his mission to help her dreams come true. So it is Marxist propaganda to help a disabled person pursue their dreams? Yeah, it's woven in. Empathy is the target of propaganda.
Movies, books with feeling is propaganda. You heard it here first. Having a traditional family is communism. Yeah, the thing that's been around since before communism. Every other ideology has been a thing, a family. For thousands of years and millennia, we have lived on this planet. Before those things even came up, before philosophy even was considered like a topic, like a thing that was talked about. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, cavemen were Marxists.
Marxism is when girl in wheelchair. I love this.
Yeah.
Empathy is the target of propaganda. Every piece of media that makes you feel empathy is communism. Yep. Political brain rot.
True.
If you're at the point where you see this and you're thinking of communism, you need to log off. You are unwell. I'm sorry, but when I reproduce, I don't want a high probability of my offspring being mentally or physically retarded.
What if she got into a car accident, you fucking retard? What? That I didn't watch it, but I'm assuming that she got into a car accident or something. Yeah, not all, disabilities are like that. They're not like genetic. It's too late for that. You raising a child has a 100% chance of that. Physically retarded? I don't think that's how it works.
We need a better class of incels whose bar is higher than the retarded. She's not retarded, she has a spinal injury that's not genetic. Also, what is this LARP? I love how everyone is just kind of having like a normal conversation about this clip, and this guy just comes out of nowhere like, I would never put my pure white seed in such a vile creature.
Oh my god, dude, I'm actually speechless. I didn't scroll through like all the comments, but these are actually gold. the semen demons need to not impregnate the woman with disabilities because he's scared of producing a child with a freaking spinal injury somehow. Oh my god.
Like, you absolutely know this guy has a non-white girlfriend. They all do. All these, like, I hate white people women always have white boyfriends. All these, I hate non-white people boys always have non-white girlfriends. I don't know what it is, but I've seen it too many times. I guarantee you when this man logs off of his Black Sun Roman statue Twitter account, he's clapping Latina booty cheeks. My fans...
kind of hot, but yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, guys, I'm not one of them. I clap Latina booty cheeks. It's different.
He is not being a simp, but
I appreciate her.
Fellas, is it simping to love a woman? Nah, this is not the male fantasy. That man is a beta male. If she wasn't in a wheelchair, she would leave him for Chad.
But she's in a wheelchair, so... Oh, these hypotheticals of hypotheticals actually make my brain hurt.
Fellas, is it beta to love a woman?
Yes!
This is not my fantasy.
Focus on
this
yourself.
Is some gay shit, to be honest. Fellas...
It's gay to like heterosexual like fantasies. I mean, I do say it myself. If you like women, you're gagey.
Is it gay to love a woman? What no pussy does to a motherfucker. Brother, I've seen what pussy does to a motherfucker, and it's far worse.
True.
The average male fantasy is taking care of their crippled wife. I don't think I've ever had that fantasy before. I thought it was gonna be about going on some quest to kill the dragon to win the princess or something. It is. That is the average male fantasy. But there are no dragons to slay. There are no princesses to save. But
they're so low IQ, they can't even comprehend a real life story, not something fantastical. That's kind of crazy.
Is that little old lady in the grocery store who can't quite reach that top shelf. There's that heavy box the pretty girl you work with can't quite lift herself. There's that jar of tomato sauce your wife can't quite open. There's that Lego set your little son can't quite put together himself. Or there is this paraplegic girl who wants to see the ocean. This is the Princess and the Dragon story.
Yes, thank
and despite
you.
what many are told, men do have a lot of love to give. And they want some kind of excuse or mechanism to show that love. In a world where men expressing themselves is either seen as toxic or gay. And
or simping. That's another really good one. You express affection to a woman in real life, you're a simp. Everything is simping, everything is beta, everything is like you either are in a relationship or you're not.
One way of expressing that love is solving problems. Men fucking love solving problems. I don't know what it is. They also love reading Wikipedia articles. The amount of times I walked over and my husband is reading a random fucking Wikipedia article about like the world's tallest buildings or like a random battle in World War II. I didn't know if this was autism or what, but apparently it's a man thing.
No, it's not autism. My chat always says that they're thinking about the Roman Empire. All day with that shit, you're at work thinking about the Roman Empire.
Anyway, yes, men love solving problems. And in a world that makes them feel useless, makes them feel like they have no purpose, men desperately feel like they need to prove their worth. They are desperately looking for a purpose in life. So it is not at all shocking to me that the modern young man is seeing a clip like this and longing for this.
Because they don't have that anymore. There's such a large demographic, man. You see it all the time. If you open up my statistics on YouTube, my biggest demographic is 20 to 34. It's insane.
Modern men don't have a chance to prove themselves, to make something of their lives. They don't have a chance to provide anything for anyone because they don't have anything to provide and they don't have anyone. They are doing everything their grandfathers did, but seeing none of the results. They're lost. What can they provide? And as I said earlier, her being in a wheelchair is the protector and provider instinct taken to a extreme. And yes, it is a fantasy, considering if you ask anyone who's actually in a wheelchair, they know it's not all butterflies and rainbows, and they know that it's hard on relationships. It can be difficult on their partner. But just like in the movie, it's not shown as butterflies and rainbows. Josie feels like a burden. But towards the end of the movie, the guy takes on that burden. not because he gets something in return, but because it's his duty, because it makes her happy, which makes him happy in return. Loyal.
And the saddest part is expressing that nowadays is considered weak. I can't stand it, and it goes the same for women. It's considered weird, or that you want to be a trad wife and it's like a gimmick or something, but if you actually express that you want to have that feeling for someone else, it's somehow weird, or like inappropriate, or that you're beaten down by misogyny. Yeah, feminism needs to come and save you.
Loyalty, duty, virtue, acts of service, big or small. Men live for that shit. And yes, these are stereotypes. Not everyone fits into these boxes.
True.
Blah, 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 blah. But for the most part, it's true. When many men look at this relationship, that is what they see. And a lot of modern women are looking at this relationship and being disgusted because, in a way, it's the complete inverse of the strong, independent woman they've been sold. They've been told they need to be. The modern woman crafted by modern Disney for modern audiences.
Woman girl bossing is going to kill the modern Western civilization. Mark my words, man. We're gonna girl boss our way too close to the sun, and we're gonna pay.
Unlike the Hollywood-crafted modern woman, this woman does need her man. She is not strong, and she's not independent, at least physically. This doesn't mean she's like an empty vessel with no thoughts or freedom. No, in fact, in the movie, Josie does roll away from him a few times. It is a fantasy not because of a power imbalance, but because the man has a tangible purpose, and the woman is willingly and lovingly letting him fulfill that purpose.
A yin and a yang! That's been a thing for thousands of years. I don't understand why people can't just accept that men and women are different and they complete each other. Like, it's not that deep, man. Just use your brain.
I can depend on you. I know that if I ever feel frightened, I can just reach out to you.
Men simply want something good to die for, to make it beautiful to live. This manifests in a lot of ways, but the most common is having a loving partner and or a family. Something unobtainable to many people nowadays. So yes, literally one of the most normal things ever is becoming a fantasy.
That's
sad.
so sad.
Also, men will deny this, but they absolutely have a biological clock. It may not.
So I can call you guys hags? Are you guys hags? Or do you get baby urges? No, you can't. I don't believe you. I think that men do have clocks. It just doesn't run out as fast, chat. It will come to your time.
In your teens or your 20s, but one day you're going to have a dream. You have a little daughter making you pancakes with your wife in the morning, and you're not going to be able to get it out of your head. And that is the male biological clock.
Thank you! It's not just the hags!
Everything you do, the money you make working that grating 9-to-5 job, it will all be for something bigger and more important than yourself one day. You will come home to a warm and happy home, greeted by people who care about you, and love you, and rely on you, and everything will make sense then. Until then, you'll just be on the internet, being called a misogynist, for wanting something bigger and more important than yourself, for wanting something beautiful and normal. And that is the average male fantasy. That, and 3 hot chicks at once. Hell yeah, brother! You know what I'm saying? So that was that little video. Men in the comments, let me know, am I correct? Is that
absolutely correct, chat?
The average male fantasy? Or is it not that deep? Men and women in the comments, what is your fantasy? And no, I don't mean that. I don't want to hear about how you want to be crushed by a 12-foot futa. That
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, don't type that in my chat. I'm gonna kill you.
That is between you and God, not you and Shoe0nHead. I mean, what is your ultimate dream? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want a nice big family one day? Do you want to own a farm? Do you want to live in a shed in the woods and make pipe bombs? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you soon with a new video.
Farm, honestly, base choice. Me. I want chickens and pipe bombs. Go check out Shoe right now. Right now. Do you want to avoid the feds? Yes. I want a big burly lumber chick, man. to chop wood and bake pipe bombs and take care of chickens and feed them salads. And I want to hear chickens outside going buck 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 buck. Read the comment, by the way. Where? What comment? Is it in here? Oh, I love your content so much that you're taking the tweet was the trigger for so much absolutely unhinged comedic comments. It was pure joy to watch you read them all. Thank you so much for including me in this video. Twitter is insane, but we have you. Also, are you sure you don't want Fuda fan arts? I watched you write this live on Twitch! Caught? Caught? Is she not caught? Motherfucker, dude. Dude, that's so good. Chat, do not draw her as a Fuda. I will actually permaban you from stream. Every shoe video makes it get deeper into the VTuber rabbit hole. Dude, there's just so much to unpack. I had no idea. I don't know. I thought everyone was kind of aware of VTubers, but then again, I'm also a degenerate. Yeah. You just gift the sub to Shoe0nHead. You don't know if that's her account or not. Sussy. Sussy baka. And you as a Fuda? You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, bro. Weird shit can be added in chat right now. Girl, get real close, man. I will give you recommendations. I will show you the world of VTubing.